Hey everyone, I'm Ultraviolent4 and this is part 7 of our Infinite Mummy Zigger Series 1. Welcome to the center of, Journey to the center of Zig 1. Welcome to it. I've got a plane going, so this will satisfy all you plane purists. You can leave now, or once the plane's done. Yeah. Alright, so we're on Swamp 4. We are still in search of our first rune for this playthrough, and we know that Lernie is around. So let's see if we look back in our message log. I don't see one. Alright, because we were almost dying to hornets at the end of the last one. Okay, well I don't see one anywhere, but we were getting a lot of messages before that we were hearing crashing sounds. And when you hear that, it tells you that Lernie's on the floor. Because he can knock down trees, so yeah, he's just going about his business. You know, it's all in a hard day's work of tree clearing. Making sure he's, yeah, there you go, you hear a crashing sound. So he's just making sure that, you know, there are no stray trees in his very nice swamp. And I don't know how we're going to kill him. Because we don't have a phantom mirror, which is a very easy way to do so. Because you make a copy of him, his copy bites him 27 times, and then he just dies. I mean, we have some wands. We have some... That's about all we've got. Some wands. I don't know that that's going to be enough. So it's probably safer for us to just leave the swamp and not deal with him. But I don't know. Stubbornness keeps me going. So we're not going to go to Spider just yet. We're going to stick it out in the swamp. But before we do that, I want to share with you, if I can find it, there we go, some verse from Infected Musification. So he shared this one with me in a comment. He says, and I assume that basically he is talking about the genesis of, what is that thing called? Mephitic cloud. So basically this is how mummies make mephitic clouds. So here it is. Limericks I cannot compose, with noxious smells in my nose, but this one was easy. I only felt queasy because I was sniffing mummy toes. Damn it, I messed it up. Well, sorry, Infected Musification, I butchered your limerick, but thank you for sharing that. That's pretty cool. Our spells, our training, we're kind of just doing nothing at the moment. We're doing fighting, spellcasting, and evocations. We're at a bit of a crossroads. So we could start training towards some of those higher level ice conjurations, and in particular Freezing Cloud will give us a lot more AoE. But I kind of feel like our character's doing fine with what we've got at the moment. And I really love having higher defenses, well, on all my characters, but I think relative to most players, I especially like having it on my mages. So we haven't found a shield yet. So I can't really advocate us training shields, but I know that there's a, what is the thing called? Where's the shopping list? I know there's a +2 Pearl Dragon scales in a shop. So if we trained if we train the armor skill, we'd lower the penalty that would have on our spells, and it would give us more AC from it. So I'm thinking that maybe the time is right to up our defenses a bit. I feel really uncomfortable in a robe. 11 AC? Yeah, not a huge fan. And especially with only 6 shield. If we had a regular shield along with a robe, I'd feel probably still uneasy, but a little bit better about it. But to have both of those, I don't know about this. So yeah, I'm going to go towards defenses rather than more offense for the moment. Eventually we will want, I keep doing the wrong menu. Eventually we will want Freezing Cloud and maybe some of those other high level conjurations like Iron Shot and Spellforge Servitor maybe, but at the moment no. And I mean we're struggling for spell levels anyway, so I don't know. Let's go defenses. I think our defenses are more important than the other things we're training at the moment too, the spellcasting and evocations. So I'm going to focus both fighting and armor. And let's take armor to about 8. It's going to be equal without dodging at that point. And I don't know. We could go try the Pearl Dragon Scales on right now, but I suspect it would mess with our spells too much. You know what? Let's find out. Let's go see. 1700 gold, but I don't care. That's alright. 1700 gold for a character that's this rich. It's like basically nothing. Oh boy, I just let a Hydra get adjacent to us. That's not the play when you've got 11 AC. Let's go find out. You hear crashing sound times 14. Dude is really clearing some trees right now. Look at this deal. You could pay 1600 gold for a Pearl Dragon Scales, or for an extra 134 gold, you can get an extra +2 on that. But that's not all. Buy now with a credit card and we'll throw in a Centaur Barding of Fire Resistance for only 480 gold. But that's the regular price, you might say, and I'd say correct. $11 AC, 17 evasion, 28 in total. 17 and 10. Also 27 in total. Wait, is that just worse? 17 and 10, 27. 11 and 17, that is just worse. Okay, and our spells become unusable. Alright, so we're going to need a bunch of armor training before this becomes worth it. But it will, trust me, it will become worth it. I promise. We could also enchant armor. I don't know that we need to, but we could. Anyway, we're going to wait. We're going to get some armor training first. I don't know about this. The really sketchy thing about this is that all three of our upstairs are all in the one place. So if we see the Lonian Hydra and we're away from them, we're going to have no choice but to teleport. And our odds of landing right up here in this corner seem pretty low. Oh, how did that happen? Where did that Hydra come from? Did I just not see it? Did that Hydra just walk up to me? Suddenly it was next to me and I didn't notice it until then. Yeah, I don't like this. I think we need to go to the spider's nest. Feel less protected from missiles. It's alright. We'll just stand here and just cast it until it works. Like that. Yeah, I've convinced myself. I think it's too dangerous trying to take on Loney with all three of our upstairs being in this one spot. Yeah, if it goes badly, it's going to be so hard to get off this floor. So let's go to Spider's Nest for now. We can come back later. Yeah, I shouldn't be fighting that guy with 11 AC while slowed and trying to hit him with a Demon Trident when I have literally 0 skill with the weapon. I was thinking, okay, so it's a Demon Trident of Venom. He's susceptible to poison, so I'll just hit him with it and then he'll die. But I'm slow and unskilled, so we were swinging at... I didn't see, but it would have been pretty high. Actually, I probably shouldn't mess around with that. I just did the crystal ball. But if we run out of mana, these guys are all really fast. So we wouldn't easily be able to run away. And you know what? Since we're in a place that has walls again, we probably should learn Pass Wall. Can we learn Pass Wall? We've got 1 spell level. We'd have to clear 2. How would we do that? I don't want to lose Mephitic Cloud. It's still good, and all the spiders are susceptible to it. I actually think we need and want all these spells. If anything, the least useful would probably be the Magic Dart Battlesphere combo. But I should be using that. Yeah, let's do that. It's pretty strong. And then we can get 100% experience. We don't have to worry about our summon stealing all our experience from us. Oh wait, that's a summon. I'm just kidding anyway. Don't ever worry about summons and experience. It's not a thing, I promise you. Please just don't worry about it. I'm going to drop that enchant weapon scroll. There's a case to be made for just fully enchanting this. And, well, we wouldn't brand it while we're in here. Because the venom as a brand in Spider's Nest is really, really strong. But maybe once we leave, there's an argument to be made for fully enchanting and branding this Demon Trident. Okay, eels. I want to see if we can Mephitic Cloud them out of water. So, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, they do! They run out of the water now! I swear this isn't a thing that used to happen. I want to say that the new confusion change has done this. So it's causing... He dove back into the water. Okay, so he came to his senses eventually. But I'm going to say that they're not supposed to just run out of the water like that. And that new confusion is causing havoc to them. Silly eels. Oh, that's a lot of things. Alright, let's make some friends. Oh, I'm so glad that we don't get confused now by tarantellas. Alright. The other good thing to note is that spiders have fairly low MR. So because we've been training evocations, look at this, we have a 2/3 chance to enslave a redback. So if things get gnarly, we can probably always either paralyze or enslave these guys. I want to try to make way for my battle sphere to be able to fire. It's not going to fire through you. And I really like how, for the purposes of triggering this battle sphere, that sticky flame counts. I think that looked worse than it actually was. At any point there, I could have just enslaved or paralyzed any of them. Also fear. Because I have low MR, fear is going to work most of the time. I don't know why I keep switching it up. I have not been consistent at all in ways to fight this stuff. Sometimes I make a battle sphere. Sometimes I make some Mana Vipers. Sometimes I'm going Ice Beast. I don't know, I can't make up my mind. It all works, I suppose. On to Spider 2. Again, thank my lucky stars that we have clarity. I gotta be a little bit careful with this Demon Trident. Look in the top right, the number in brackets is saying that we swing at 1.3 because we have absolutely no training in it. So if we get unlucky As we do that, monsters can hit us back twice in return. Okay, so we just got absolutely destroyed by these jumping spiders. When you're webbed by them, they get stabbing damage, they put your shield to 0, and they tank your evasion as well. So yeah, we're just randomly dying to a couple of jumping spiders. I'm gonna read a fear scroll here just to get rid of them all. And the redback resisted. How did you do that, sir? I'm going to paralyze you. Good. And then I'm going to kill you. And then we're going to leave. Alright, just randomly dying to a couple of jumping spiders feels good, man. This is a great example of why you should care about your defenses on a mage. Because stuff like that can just happen. If you have a bunch more AC, you won't really care about a couple of jumping spiders. But when you've only got 11, dangerous. That's a new ring. Our rings are pretty mediocre. That's a ring of protection from magic. Usually that would be a godsend, but in our case, we've already got more MR than we would ever want. At least in this 3-rune portion of the game. Maybe you want a lot of MR for extended or for zigging in case you get some super high level paralysis panlord. But in most regular circumstances, this MR that we have is more than enough. Oh, he's like killing us. I need some body shields. Okay, so it snuck through. What's a max damage orb of destruction off a orb spider? It's okay, I've got random blink. I'll just blink, but just out of curiosity. 9d9, as in it could potentially do 81 damage. Is that a real thing? I guess if it gained heaps of momentum, maybe, and then maxed rolled, that would be crazy. But we can just random blink out of the way. Okay, good. And then I think it just hit the wall. Anyway, I'm out of here. Or am I? I lied. Okay, I'm out of here. I thought I was being so clever by using mana snakes to block the orbs of destruction, and it snuck through anyway. It's not fair. Oh, we entered a teleport trap. That makes sense. 9d9 Monka S. I know, right? Imagine dying to an 81 damage orb of destruction spider. Just imagine. Oops, okay. Do you notice how when I walked into that web, the spiders came running? It's because there's a sort of hidden mechanic where if you walk into the web, spiders who are within, I think, 10 tiles of you will be alerted. It's like mini alarm traps. I don't know. It's I don't know why the game doesn't give you any indication of that, but that's a hidden thing that exists. And I wonder if that's... See, I don't even know if that's the case for jumping spiders when they net you. If that alerts other nearby spiders to your presence. Who knows these things? Probably not even the devs themselves know. Why is there a Tyrant Leech? Are we still in Swamp right now? And an Earth Elemental? Okay, there's some sort of funky vault going on. These are not monsters from Spider's nest. I should not be messing around with Emperor Scorpions. Those guys hit really hard. Okay, I regret everything I've done right now. Where am I upstairs? I don't even know because we got teleport trapped, didn't we? Did I? Or am I lying? I think we did. I don't see any possible path to get from where we were to where we are now. Can we enslave an Emperor Scorpion? 1 in 3 chance? Nope. Oh, and here's an Entropy Weaver. Alright, let's enslave the Redback. Alright, and he can sort of distract stuff while we run away. And we met Francis. Did she just not see us? Oh, she hasn't woken up yet. Alright. At this point, I want to say that we should teleport. Or should we? We have a lot of... No, we only have 3 blinking scrolls. Why did I think we have a lot? Maybe 3 was a lot for the early game? I don't think we've used a bunch, have we? Not that I can remember. Alright, she's really scary because she has Iron Shot. Uh, 3d26, whatever that is, that's 88 damage, I think. Someone fact check me. 88 damage is a lot when your max HP is 134, and it's even more when your current HP is 105. I mean, to be fair, we have deflector missiles, so a lot of the time we won't get hit by it. Okay, so maybe we'll just run. She still hasn't even seen us. Apparently our 1.5 starting stealth is enough to just never be seen. Alright, well then we just walk away. That's fine then. So I was gonna say, we'll just walk, and then if she woke up and then Iron Shot us, we'd then read a scroll of blinking. This is a strange place. Why are there tyrant leeches in Spider's Nest? I should have just gone up. I was trying to think of a way to block the Orbs of Destruction, but there just was none. If it's just Francis on her own, she might be a good candidate for using the silence spell against. Because then she won't summon demons, and she won't Iron Shot. We got a new glowing scarf here. I don't know, this whole getting a rune thing has sort of become really hard. I felt great about this character not too long ago, but now everything is hard. Swamp's got Lerny, Spider's Nest. I don't know. We're being attacked by the swamp monsters anyway. Scarf of Resistance makes us resistant to the extremes of temperature. Thinking. We don't really have any other rings though. We want jewelry. What other rings would we even put on? A ring of stealth? Not really. Okay. Alright. Well, because we already have one of each of those resistances, I think we'll just wear the cloak to have that extra 1 point of AC. I'm going to carry the Scarf of Resistance with us because it's very possible we'll want that in the future. When we get some jewelry that's not just random protection from fire rings and rings of fire, and we're not wearing a buckler of cold resistance, we'll probably want those elements. But for the moment, I think 1 extra AC is more valuable. Nice, look at that. As the Crystal Ball of Energy, in case you're confused about what I'm going on about. I used it to completely restore our mana. How can a spider dream about imaginary riches? And why has Francis still not seen us? It's not right. Okay, let's just see. Okay, she's finally realized. Okay, so she has a glaive. She can hit for 29 plus her glaive. But I think that's less scary than just her doing iron shot stuff. So I'm going to silence her. And then with all our friends, especially if I sit back, I need to keep her in the silence though. I don't know that our friends are going to kill her actually. Alright, I regret my decisions. If I step back again to let her out of the silence, she can start making demons. Does that matter? It probably does. Alright. Oh boy, okay. So, fun fact. When you're a mummy, you can't quaff cancellation potions. So, I should have thought about this, but if you ever read a silence scroll, you are then committed to it. Because we also can't, when we're silenced, we can't do our Gozag things. So, what are we going to do? We still have access to sack of spiders, so I think we just spam her with a million things to keep her occupied. And we'll go again. Did we get anything then? Oh, nothing happened. I was like, where are our spiders? Nothing happens. This is why evocations suck. Nothing happens. Come on. You train 8 evocations and then your sacks of spiders do nothing. Okay, well we got 1 ant. She's really poisoned and there's a red back biting her. I think she's gonna die to that. She died. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I guess in the end we kind of got there. But, oh yeah, we're still silenced. I gotta be really careful about using the silence spell. If I misjudge it like that and it turns out that we can't melee fight the enemy that I've just silenced, we're stuck fighting them because we can't just quaff cancellation like other characters could. Alright, our hearing returned. Alright, we're back. We're back in business, baby. Francis is a bit of a unit, turns out. Here's the Entropy Weaver. We fought one of those earlier, and it was pretty easy. Man, what a Spider 2. That was a nasty, nasty, nasty flaw. Alright, well, on to Spider 3, where this... It doesn't look like a much better start. We've met Arachne. Can we just swarm her with summons? I don't know. It's a scary one too. I'm gonna read a fear scroll. I'm thinking that it's probably not going to work on her, but it's going to work on the other spiders. So we potentially can now just fight her on her own. Or I could take her back up. Because I'm thinking, if she hits us with her net thing that she does in Snare, and we are webbed while a bunch of wolf spiders hit us with our 12 AC, I don't see us living for very long. So I thought, I'll get rid of the other random spiders, and then we can either just fight her, or we could take her up. If I take her up, we'll have to recast our summons, which is probably still worth it. Okay, so we'll remake our Mana Vipers, and let's hit her with an Acid. Okay, now she's got 8 less AC. Our Mana Vipers can probably just casually bring her down. Good. And I want to pick a new stair. Because, oh great. Well, it's only tarantellas hitting us, so we can break out of that one. It hurts though. Yeah, every time we go down new stairs and this happens from jumping spiders, I really wish we were just wearing a Pearl Dragon scales with a bunch more AC. Actually, we can probably go back there now. Imagine what that situation would have been like if we were actually still susceptible to tarantellas confusing us to death. Like, you come down the stair, you instantly get jumping spidered, netted, and there are 2 tarantellas adjacent to you. You just read fear is what you do, but that would be terrifying. Oh, that was not good play. I didn't realize that the spiders would be so clever to help each other out. Oh man, I know we're only in spider, but every time I see these oranges, my heart skips a beat because I think it's an orb of fire. Can we, devs, can we remove oranges from the game? That tile is way too scary. I'm gonna acid through everyone because it's getting a bit out of hand. And again. I can't enslave the demonic crawler because its MR is way too high. I can enslave you guys though. Okay, good. And then I'll just watch as my wolf spider goes 1v4. And again. We're just going to enslave everything. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll just make the monsters fight each other. Oh. Okay, good, he died. I'm going to use TR to retreat the wolf spider away. Too scary. Alright, here we go. We got enemy blocking strats. I always have fun doing this, where you move the enemy around, you reposition yourself so that they take the full brunt of the orb of destruction. Oh, that hurts. I'm getting cocky. I should be using at least Battlesphere to fight those guys. I keep just hitting the wolf spiders with my trident, which is really not too clever because they hit way too hard for a character that only has 12 AC. Armor skill to 5. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Battlesphere and Magic Dart. That's better than me just trying to Demon Trident with 0 skill, the wolf spiders. Yeah, that's much better. Actually, Sticky Flame I don't think does a lot against the Demonic Crawler. I think they're pretty much, not immune, but very resistant to fire. And my phone is blowing up. Let me just check that for a sec, sorry. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay. We're good. No emergencies. The emergencies I shouldn't have gone down the stair. I'm gonna blink out of it. Yeah, okay, this is alright. Is it? It is if we enslave some of these. Okay, yeah, we're good. This is gold everywhere. Man, I feel like we're littering. It's leaving gold strewn everywhere because we keep having these battles at the stairs. I feel like we're playing Quaz right now. We're just getting swarmed over and over again at this stair by spiders. This never-ending wave of spiders. Yeah, look, and now when I go to explore the rest of the floor, it's just empty because we already fought everything. More paralysis charges, another 10. Fantastic. That's a scroll of summoning, very nice to have. Our last character couldn't summon due to sacrificing love, but this one can. And I feel like every downstairs we've gone to has been a disaster. There we go. Oh, we're being watched by something. That's okay, because summon mana vipers can see invis. Oh, but the dude is actually just killing my mana vipers. That's a worry. I think he's here. Oh, he's up there. Okay. I'm gonna acid him. Did the acid hit? Can't even tell. Where's my acid shot? No, really, where's my acid shot? I didn't even see it in here. Can't even tell. Alright, this is getting nasty. I feel like our Mana Viper is not going to be able to take down the, whatchamacallit. What is that thing called? I don't even remember what it's called. Ghost Moth. Yeah, if we had 2 of them, I think it could, but just 1, I'm not so sure. And because we don't have See Invis ourselves, and because we didn't get a sticky flame on it before all our mana ran out, we have no way of knowing. How much HP it has left. Hang on. Maybe there is an emergency. Alright. We'll deal with this situation, but I'm going to have to cut this video a bit short. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's just see if our Mana Viper takes this down. If he doesn't, I don't know what we do. We could always just walk away and then read a blink scroll back to the stairs. I can also... Can I help? No, I can't do Ice Blast in a meaningful way. Another play, actually, is that we have a Fan of Gales. So we could just walk back to the stairs, Fan of Gales, the Ghost Moth away from us, and then go back up. That would also work. But let's just see if our Mana Viper wins first. I think it's not. No, I think it's definitely going down. Yeah, it went down. Okay. So let's just slowly walk, just in case we lose most of our HP. Alright. So now we can evoke the Fan of Gales. Because we've got Evocations training, it should blow the Ghost Moth away. Well, that's the plan. That's the theory. And then we'll go back upstairs. Let's try that out. A fierce wind blows from the fan, so we can't actually be sure, but I'm hoping that blew it away. And we'll go back up. Okay, we're fine. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to cut that one short early, so it actually is an emergency. Well, not an emergency, but like as in no one's dying, but I need to go. So if you join me in the next one, we'll again attempt to get a first rune. See you all then.